In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create 5 hanging infographic option slide in PowerPoint, and this is how the slide works. When I click, it will show the first option here. I have created a kind of a bar, and this is place where it is hanging the option. You can put the option number, the detailed text along with the icon, and at the bottom I have added the shadow and the reflection, and when I click, it will show me with a different color combination the second option. So second, third, fourth and fifth. So depending on the requirement, you can increase or decrease these options. Please share, like and subscribe my channel, and the only channel on YouTube for PowerPoint where you can get 1000 plus free templates absolutely free. And I have provided the link on the video description section of each video, and you can support my channel through PayPal or Patreon. So let's start the tutorial. Add a new slide and change the slide background to any light gray color background. Then go to Insert, click on Shapes, select the rounded rectangle, draw the rounded rectangle, this much size, shape outline, make it no outline, and shape fill, I'm going to make this as a kind of gray. Then right mouse click, go to the format shape, go to the effects, under the effects go to the 3D format, and from the top bevel I'm going to choose this one, which is relax inset. And if you want, you can increase the height and width of this one. You can see here when I'm increasing, it becomes something like this. Okay, so I'm just going to keep as it is. Now let me just change the color to somewhat more lighter color. So I think this is perfect. So once this is done, go to the insert shapes. From the basic shapes, I'm going to choose the shape which is hexagon. Just click it here, and this one, the pointer should be at the top, so I'm just going to select this one and just rotate it, bring it top. Okay, you can see here. Then I'm going to make this as 2.3 and 2.6. so this is the size. I'm just going to keep it here. And then shape outline, you can give either the white outline or you can give a no outline, and then you can select the gradient tool. So depending on the requirement, any color of your choice you can choose by keeping only 2 stops. Okay, 2 gradient stops. So I'm just going to delete the 2 stops and keep the remaining 2 only. So now one color, I can choose any color of my choice. For example, I'm just going to choose one pink color here, and the other one is somewhat darker than that. All right, you can see here, like this color combination you can choose. And one more thing which you can do is you can just make a hole from the top here. For that, I can either select this one, press Ctrl D, or I can make it a new shape here. So let me just select this shape, press Ctrl D and reduce the size by holding the shift key. So I got this particular size. I'm going to keep it exactly here. Now this is the place where I want to cut this one. So I'm selecting this one, hold the shift key, select this, go to merge shape and subtract. So I end up getting a shape, you can see here, which looks something like this. So once this is done, the next thing which you can do here is you can add the kind of a rope, or before that one you can add how many hexagon shapes you want or how many options you want. So for example, my requirement is 5, and before that one you have to make it somewhat transparent effect here. Okay, so you can see the 2 stops, the transparency, I'm going to make it 20% here, and for this also I'm going to make 20% here. All right, so now what happens is when I press Ctrl D, you can see here this one is visible, so I can just go and change different colors now. But the problem is the moment you change the colors, you have to increase the transparency. I mean, you have to set the transparency again. All right, it becomes 0 by default. So I'm just going to choose maybe a different color combination here. Let's take the example of a blue and a darker blue. All right, you can see here the transparency becomes 0, so we have to set the transparency again for both the gradient stops. All right, so maybe I'm just going to keep it something like this here, and I'm going to send this to back. All right, so now I can just select this one, I can just put it here, maybe somewhat down. So you can just arrange depending on the requirement. I'm just going to randomly I'm just copying, arranging here, like this one up, one down, then the other one it's somewhere here. Okay, so this is what the arrangement. And then as I mentioned, you can just change the colors, and make sure when you change the color, the transparency, again you need to set it. So once this is done, let me just add the same here also. Okay, the hexagon shape. So go to insert shapes. I'm going to choose the hexagon again, small hexagon. Draw the hexagon by holding the shift key. Again rotate it the way we did before. Alright, and make sure that this one and this one should be in the same line. Now I can just go and give the same color which I have used here, and then I can just go and make a 3D effect here. So it looks something like this, you can see here. Once this is done, you can go to the insert shapes, select the line, draw the line from this point and attach it here. The good thing is, if I move this one, by default the line also moves. Okay, so once this is done, let me just go here, zoom, and then I would like to give a kind of a knot here. So for that, go to insert shapes. I'm going to choose a freeform shape here. Okay, freeform shape, just make it something like this and give a kind of a knot here and release it. Okay, so it becomes like this. Now again, which color you want, the outline color, you can just give the same color, maybe a black color. So this also should be matching the same color here. Alright, so it looks something like this. So now once this is done, what you can do is you can just simply copy and paste this one. So let me just select this one, press Ctrl D, move it here, and you can see here exactly aligned like this. Again, for this particular shape, I'm going to align. So you can see the line here, the guiding line. So that's how you have to align it. And here I'm not giving the proper color, so you can just choose any color of your choice. So you can see here I've given different color combinations here. Alright, so now I can just simply select this one, press Ctrl D, clip this one here and this one, and the other one is press Ctrl D to duplicate and just move it here. Alright, and make sure that this is a front, or let me just zoom in. You can see here it has attached here. I need to attach it. Let me move this out so that you will not get any confusion. So I'm just going to attach here. Alright, and then place this. Alright, so now the same thing you can apply it here. So let me just do quickly. So I'm just attaching here, and then comes this part, press Ctrl D. So you can quickly do this one. Alright, and then let me just press Ctrl D to copy. So it should give a kind of a hanging effect. Then select all these hexagon shapes and go to the effects. Here you can give a reflection, and which reflection you want, you can just choose the reflection. So I got the reflection here, and if you like to give some shadow effect also, you can give. So go to insert shapes, select the oval shape, draw the oval shape. Alright, now here I'm going to select the gradient fill. Gradient fill I'm going to use first of all the direction. The type should be from radial. Just select the radial, and the direction from the center. Okay, from center. Now from center you can just choose the color, maybe a black, you can see here, and then the other one, choose the same color which we have chosen for the background. Alright, make sure that it is no outline, and then this particular color I'm going to make it fully transparent. Okay, so like this you got the shadow effect. Again, if you want to make it more darker, you can make it more darker, and you can give some soft edges also. So you can see here I've just given the soft edges. It looks like more of a shadow effect, and press Ctrl D to duplicate, and on below of each hexagon shape, just add this one. You can see here I have just added this one. The next thing which we want to do is to add the options or icons if you want. So you can just simply go to insert, click on the icons and choose the relevant icons when you are making the presentation. But in my case, I'm going to choose some random icons just for the tutorial purpose. So you can see here I'm just going to choose this one, these two. I need total 5, so I'm just going to make it, this is 3, this is 4 and say this is 5. Click insert, move this aside, make the height and width as 0.5. we need smaller, and the graphic fill I'm going to fill this with white. Now bring each of the icon and place it at the bottom of the hexagon shape and make sure that it is in the center of the hexagon. Okay, the bottom center. Then go to the insert text box. I can just add the title here. Again, you can make this as bold, center align, white font, align it properly. Then go to the insert text box. I'm going to add detail text here. This is also center align, white font, reduce the font size, and we are done. And make sure that all these things are copied to the other. You can see here, press Ctrl D to duplicate, and done. We have done. If you want, you can just put the option number. You can see here step 1, step 2, like that you can put. I've just put the title here. So once this is all done, you need to group one by one each. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one. You can see here I've selected, sorry, let me just select once again. All right, you can see the, sorry for that, let me just select once again, and as you can see here I have selected all these things here, and then press Ctrl G to group it, so it becomes one group. You can see here it becomes one group. Now the similar thing you have to just do with the second option. So let me just select the second options and press Ctrl G to group it, and this one should be front. Okay, so you have to just bring to front, that you need to arrange it like this. So and the same way you can just group this one, select and group like that, and then you can give some small animations. So go to the animations, enable the animation pane. I'm going to select these two, okay, because I have not grouped this one. Fly in, and here I can just choose the option from left, so it comes something like this. So both should be on click. So if I play, one comes, the other one. So I think this one I have not, this one actually went to the other side. So I have to group, delete this animation, ungroup this one, because when I'm selecting, the other one has come into this particular group. Okay, so I have to remove this one and press Ctrl G. Now it becomes proper. So now I have to just group for the second one also. Okay, press Ctrl G. So now this is done properly. So let me just do the animation again. Fly in should be from the left side, pose should be on click. So if I play, the first comes, then the second comes. So like that you can just make simple animations. Again, if you want some different animations, you can do some different animations. Here I have given peek in. Okay, so peek in animations I have given. So here also you can just simply go and instead of this one, you can choose peek in, which is in the more entrance effects, and you can see the peek in. Click OK, and from left it comes something like this. All right,